Goldsboro, North Carolina. You guys are up. This is 32-year-old Stephon Delonte Walls. He's been missing since March the 15th this year. There's a lot of things about this where the milk stinks and the water stinks, and somebody needs to start talking ASAP. Now, Stephon was last seen with this girl right here, Essence Artis Bryant. He was last seen with her, and they went to Arrington Bridge Road in Dudley, North Carolina. He was last wearing gray hoodie, black pants, and black shoes. Now, I'm still working on more information regarding where he was over on Arrington Bridge Road, because it's a long stretch of road. Now, I'm believing that he went to somebody's house with this girl named Essence. The reason I say that is because I saw a couple of posts that she made. Everything spoken here on out is allegedly. Now, this post disturbed me because it was made 3 days ago. This was made after he was missing. And just reading this right here, I'm like, is she trying to set up a alibi? Is she trying to paint a narrative to throw people off? I don't know. I'm just asking. But something else that just really disturbed me was this post right here. Who tried to set you up? This right here was just 4 days ago. Now, when you look at this post, you would think that he has some type of mental issues or he got something going on like the spirit of heaviness or whatever, right? Now, according to his family, he has no history of cognitive impairments or any type of mental disorders. As a matter of fact, this brother is a community activist, and he gets down to make sure that justice is brought to anything or anyone. Now, I did find out from one of the family members that one of his shirts was found and it had the red body fluid on it near a pond. So I went searching down Arrington Bridge Road. Like I said, it's a long stretch of road. There are several ponds on this road right here. Some of them are private. Some of them are just, open. Some of them are just sitting there. Now, the ones that I noticed was the one right here that connects to Highway 117 right here. And there are two. There's two. There's one right there, and it leaks over here. And then there's another one right on the other side of 117 right there. It's all hidden by the wood. Why was his clothes found next to some water? Why did it have the red body fluid on it? What happened that night, Miss Essence? Who did what to Stephon? What happened? If you have any kind of information, reach out to the police department because they are out there searching. But you can also reach out to us at that email right there, and we will keep you anonymous and turn that information in for you. I'm still digging on some things, and I'll bring you an update or probably a part 2. But right now, Goldsboro, North Carolina, we need boots on the ground.
Peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. And this, my friends, represents sometimes the dangers of the internet when people automatically jump to conclusions and don't know the totality of the situation. Now, shout out to my brother Ruben. I've, followed him and used some of his material. But this case, he was a little bit off course. And the individual Essence artist is not just some young girl. She is the mother of Stephon Delonte's child. Who was mentioned. I actually spoke with her, and you're going to hear her clear her name. And also, I am happy to relate, according to her, that Mr. Delonte, Stephon, has been found, most recently. But, there you see Mr. Ruben. Once again, shout out to my brother, almost accusing the young lady of having something to do with, her child's father's disappearance. And, when I was listening to him talk, he was like, I searched down Arrington Ridge Road. I was like, okay, well, I know he didn't come to Goldsboro, but evidently, I guess he was searching on Google Maps. And when he mentioned Goldsboro talking, he's definitely not familiar with Goldsboro because as many things go on around this city and everybody knows, but nobody says nothing. He is definitely not, familiar with Goldsboro and wanting to hear somebody talk. But I want to play this conversation that I had with the young lady because this has really affected her for the past 5 days, where people trying to allege that she possibly has something to do with her own child's father's disappearance. So just listen to this conversation that we had, and then I'm going to come back with a little bit more information. But thank God that a brother has been found. Listen to this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I still want to clear my name and talk about the things that happened and stuff like that as far as that goes. But I do want to let you know and give you an update as well that we have been notified by the police that he was found and they have him in the car now. Basically, he just didn't want to be found, which I kind of figured.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay. So he wasn't.
I just want you to get. Yeah, because this is really like destroying me. Like as far as working, it destroyed me as far as like my own mental health. Like I've been really messed up behind this situation.
So what? I guess happened because the dude was pointing to like your post as far as like you was saying something happened or something.
Yeah. So I didn't really clarify, which I probably should have clarified better. But what I meant by that post is whenever I said that we shouldn't have went to that house, I meant that we shouldn't have went to his people's house because for some funny reason, like in my heart, I felt like something was going to happen to me, and it actually did happen to me. Whenever we got to his people's house, I was confronted over something crazy like some jail. And basically I was like, I don't have no reason to steal any jail or anything like that because again, I have my own money and not just that I wear wigs. I have wigs on that I wear or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't have no reason to lie about something that petty. So after I get done talking to her, which Stephon was on the driver's side in the time frame, seeing his sister walk around to the car. And whenever his sister walked around to the car, my window was down a little bit, and she looked at me, and I was like, what is she talking about? I was like, I don't know anything about any jail. And then that's when she was like, I don't know anything about no jail. And then she just punched me in my lip.
Okay.
So whenever I said that post, that's what I meant.
Oh, like they tried to set you up as far as...
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess the other post when you were saying, like, people with mental health and, check on them and stuff. Like, so it was that. Did he leave you that night or like?
Yes. So he ended up driving back to Goldsboro. He ended up driving back to Goldsboro, and whenever he drove to Goldsboro, he wouldn't stop the car. I was like, stop the car, stop the car. He wouldn't stop the car. So I ended up calling somebody that I know, and I let them know, like, hey, I was like, he won't stop the car. I was like, one of his people just attacked me, assaulted me, and they basically was like, okay, since he won't stop the car, I'll call 911. And so what they did was they ended up getting off the phone with me, and they ended up calling 911. But to me, I don't want to never see nobody in trouble. So I told my people not to call 911, but they still ended up calling up anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the reason why he hopped out the car like that or whatever. But when he heard that they was going to call 911 and say that I was kidnapped, he immediately hopped out the car. And I tried to give him his phones. He wouldn't take his phones. And he just shut the door and walked off.
Oh, okay. And then, so what day was that?
That was on March the 15th. It was that night at 11:40.
Okay. So, March you said 15th?
15th.
So that was 5 days ago. So you hadn't heard from him since then?
No.
Was you worried about him like everybody else?
Yes, sir. I went around that area every single day. I even took people with me as well to help me.
What area? What area was that?
The area that I went around was Harrison Bridge.
Okay, so that's why all the police. That's why all the police was out there yesterday. Then somebody said that like a lot of police. So where did they find them at? Do you know?
I don't know those details.
Okay.
But one of my people did talk to the police because we did go up there a few minutes ago and let them know that he was last seen Sunday at a store buying a soda on camera. And basically the lady said she notified the police. So we just got a phone call back from the detective because he did just call and he did let us know that he has been found. And they did tell him what was going on and stuff like that. And all he said was that he just didn't want to be bothered by anyone.
I got it. So what was the dude talking about in that video? Talking about a bloody shirt and all that stuff?
I have no idea at all.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad that he was found and glad that you was able to kind of clear your name and stuff. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, because this
has been totally stressful for me. Like, I haven't been eating, I haven't been sleeping, I've been crying, but I've been trying to be, strong for my kid. Because I know she needs me. She's looking at me.
That's good. How was your daughter?
Seeing all those comments and stuff, she's alright.
Yeah.
But like seeing all those comments and people saying I did this, but I know I haven't done anything. Like,
I got you, sweetheart. I got you. I understand. So just, I guess, kind of, just take it as a lesson. Sometimes people will just jump to conclusions, and sometimes people just want, something to talk about, and their life is bad, so they want to paint you as a bad person. So, so you're fine, man. And I thank you for talking with me. And do you mind if I play this?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna get back with.
All right, so there you hear once again the pain, the stress, the hurt of the young lady, Miss Essence, because of narratives that have been put out about her. And once again, that is the danger of sometimes when people, like myself, try to find out the truth with limited information. We sometimes can put people in a bad situation. I admit I have been guilty of that myself, so it's nothing personal towards Brother Ruben, but the fact that I am in Goldsboro and people reached out to me concerning this. I was going to do the story anyway when somebody sent me his video, but the young lady's sister reached out to me and was like, they're saying this about my sister, they're saying that. And, she wants to talk. She wants to clear her name. And it's obvious that, she didn't have anything to do with it because she was actively out there searching. Right before he was found, she said she went down to the police station and told them where he was last seen. So when somebody is dealing with that, worried about the individual, but they're also being blamed for, a possible suspect and something to happen to that individual, that definitely can be traumatic. And I think you heard that in her voice. So I'm happy that, that, and you heard her say, well, he just probably didn't want to be found, just like I figured. Now, she knows him. Evidently, they have a child together. They're in some sort of relationship. So she knows him, and, shout out to my brother. Like I said, I don't know you personally, but evidently, I hope this incident lets you know that you are definitely loved. Like there was a lot of people posting about you. There was a lot of people looking for you. So my brother, I hope this gives you some sense of worth in the community. Once again, if my number is right on the screen. So if you ever want to reach out to me, the brother said that you was an activist, or anything that I can help you do, let me know. And we as brothers, always, sometimes got to keep stuff in, or don't think that we have somebody to talk to, but just know my line is always open, my young brother. So, and I'm glad that, sometimes and I feel you, sometimes you just got to get away, that we as once again, black men, we take on a lot, you know what I mean? So sometimes just got to, sometimes I do the same thing. So I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I get away. My phone will ring. I won't look at it. I won't pick it up until I'm ready. So you do have that right. But of course, you also gotta navigate the fine balance of, letting your loved ones know that you are all right. So this is I guess a happy ending to an unhappy story. So once again, shout out to my sister Essence, shout out to my brother Steven, and the baby, and shout out to my brother Ruben, for, putting the incident out and, garnering some information about that. But, everybody is well and good. So I hope everybody has a blessed day. And as always, peace and blessings. And, may God shine upon all of y'all. 919-587-7782. Peace and love.